Okay guys, we start working with the turtle position over there. I show you 6 situations that we can work on. I started with the turtle position because for me, I think is the easiest way that you can get a hold of, that you can get used to the back control thing, to the back conquer part, okay? Now we're gonna start with a very common situation, which is the passing situation. I'm gonna show you 3 passes that I like to apply on my game a lot, leading to the back take. Okay, the first one that we're gonna work with, it's very simple, and I think the most usable pass in all jiu-jitsu thing. It can be used on gi and no gi, and you can see many high-level guys using it. We're gonna show a back take using from Toreando pass, which is as I said before, very simple pass. But I'm just gonna show you a few steps that you can connect not only the pass but also the back take from there. Okay, so Joke is gonna be here on the ground. As I said before, it can be something to use it on gi and no gi. If you're doing no gi, of course you're gonna be grabbing the body parts. If you're on gi, of course you're gonna be grabbing a gi here. Okay, Toreando, there's many ways you can do Toreando. You can do grabbing the side of the knees. You can do the hip one. You can do both pancreas here. It's just up to you. The way I'm gonna show you guys, it's I think the most simple way, which is gonna be both pancreas here. It's just like you're gonna be putting the feet down here, and then you're gonna start doing the pass. Okay. Few situations that I like to work on, as I said before. Remember when we were on the turtle position, I said before, I don't want your feet planted on the ground, because if you have your feet here planted on the ground, it's really hard for you to maintain a base, to maintain constant pressure on your opponent, and that's not something that I want. I want to use gravity. I want to use my body weight. I want to make his muscles tired as most as possible, the biggest part of the time that I can. Okay, so basically side of the foot, always side of the foot. If you want to have a little more mobility, try to use your toes, but never put your feet planted on the ground. Passing, the moment you're on top of there, always side of the foot or toes on the ground. One of those two. You can work passing, you can work back takes, you can work side control stabilization, anything that you're on top of your opponent. Okay, so we're gonna start the easy way. Not planted. Remember, toes or side. If you're passing here, I recommend that you're doing on the first stage here side, because side, I think it's easier for you to maintain a base. Toe is more like when you have your weight on top of your opponent. So sideways here, you see just my side here working. What I'm gonna do, pretty simple. I'm just gonna get out of the way and then come on my knees here. What's gonna happen here? There's 2 situations that can occur. 1, Diogo can start pushing me. Or 2, Diogo can start trying to run away. And then I can get this time that he's turning his back away from me. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get the time of one of those 2 situations here. The first situation, I don't wanna work because that's not the case that we want. Of course, it can occur in a fight. You can just start going and then the guy starts pushing you. But this instructional is focused on back attacks and not passing. So I'm gonna just show the way to go to the back, okay? If you want my instructional for the best to passing, there's also here on BJJ Fanatics, and you can check it out. But let's focus here on the back attacks. Remember, side here, only side of the foot. I'm gonna move to the side, drop my knee at the same time that I plant his foot on the ground, drop my knee on the ground here, shoulder goes to his belly. The moment I get here, look, my hand now is gonna release the other side of his pants, and then I'm gonna grab his collar. Why? Because remember, when we were on turtle position, we always had a cross collar to prevent him from running like wild and running away from me without any control. I always want to have control over my opponent, and this cross collar here, the moment he spins, it's gonna be a cross collar. Right now, it's just same side grip, but the moment he spins, it's gonna be a cross collar. This cross collar here is gonna prevent him from, spinning around without I have any control over him. Here, as soon as I get to the side, Diogo's gonna start facing that way over there. Remember, I need to align with his body here. If I'm facing that way, I'm not going to be able to follow him around. So I had the pen grip here. I'm going to release. Joe is going to start coming up. And then I'm going to take the ride. How I'm going to take the ride? Be ready. The moment he starts going up, my knee's already here. Now, my hand that's on the ground here, it's going to help me to get closer to his body here. My knee is going inside of this gap here. And then I'm on the back. Control. See that I'm on the back here? I just need to do two things. Remember, as I said before, seat belt, level, I need to adjust it. Get down. Adjust my level. As soon as I adjust my level, top hook, open the space for the bottom hook. Keep using my bottom knee. My bottom knee cannot be something that's just like there for no reason. It needs to be working too. So top hook working, bottom knee working too. Pinch on his ribs, facing the other way, and put the bottom hook again. Here we're gonna have the back control. Let's do it again. Sides of the foot only on the mats, not feet planted. I don't want it to be like something with my weight all on my feet. I want it to be on my opponent. Go to the side, plant the feet on the ground. Knee, I just drop it on the ground here, shoulder on his belly, release the pen grip, and then goes to the collar. He's gonna start facing the other way. Knee comes, I'm adjusted to him, I can follow him around. Use my hand to bring me closer. If I don't use this hand, some people have a lot of mobility. They can just jump around there and get there. But I want to be able to do it at any moment. I need to be able to do this with facility and not using too much energy. So I'm gonna post my hand here on the ground and get close to him. You see my knee goes inside this gap. And now I can get my seatbelt control. Remember, hand goes down, seatbelt control, top hook, use my bottom knee, and then I get the bottom hook inside too. Okay? And here we have the seatbelt. Just remembering, just a reminder, sorry. Stab, go over, stab, and go over. All good? Really simple way to get to the back from the Toreando pass. Remember what I said. That's not a pass instructional. There's few things that can occur there, but we're just working with the situation where I try to pass his guard and the guy doesn't want to, keep pushing me. Sometimes he's tired or sometimes he doesn't want to have this this work of pushing me. So he just tries to go the other way. Some people lose this time and they're not able to get the back. So remember what I said before. Do not lose this time. The moment you already have your shoulder touching his belly there, switch to the lapel. As soon as you have the lapel, he's not going to be able to spin around. He's not going to be able to be like running wild and, you're not going to lose control over your opponent. Then you can just adjust your knee to his back. You're going to get to the ride. You're going to get a ride with your opponent. Pulse your hand on the ground. It's really important that you pulse your hand on the ground because your hand is going to help you to get closer to your opponent. So as you get close to your opponent, sit down, adjust your level if you're too high or too low, and then you can pinch your knees together, put the top hook, and bring him to the other side to put the bottom.